Hello everyone, I hope you can all hear me here today. This is Chris Caton, the communication manager. I was so glad that we were able to meet in person with so many of you in Phuket, Thailand. It was a great experience, a fascinating time. I'm still trying to get over the jet lag a little bit and everything like that. Getting a little bit over a cold as well because of the air conditioning on the airplane. I hope that all of you have all landed safely, and some of you are still in Thailand that we met with. You said that you still have a 30-day visa. You might as well use it and stay in the heat as opposed to going back to wherever you're from in the cold weather and whatnot. So we've got a lot of information here that we want to share with all of you today. We're going to go through a couple of things that we talked about at the event. Live in person. I've got a couple of photographs that I want to share with you, let you know that these are all going to be also available online. You'll be able to see them and download the photos as well. We've got an entire video that was taken that day as well of the event, so if you wanted to share that with everybody as well, you're more than welcome to. So I'm going to get started here. There was a lot of information that was shared, as we mentioned earlier. I'm going to go through each one of these a little bit more in detail here today so that you get a clearer understanding. I know that there was only about 800 of you at the event, so you weren't all able to make it down there. So we can definitely have this information that we can share with you all, the leaders that were there and present at the event. Also, they'll be able to share this presentation. We'll make the recording available online so that you can view it back anytime. So we've got, I'm going to go through a couple of photos here that we saw, that we took here in Thailand. For those of you that were at the event, it was an amazing time. We had, like I said, about 800 of you at the event. There was such energy amongst the people from all walks of life. Actually, we had people visiting us from all parts of the globe. You know, we're in over 180 countries right now with representation. People using FIRSTCOIN, believing in FIRSTCOIN as well, which is also helping the price increase. So here are just a couple of snapshots of the event. You know, the glass being half full. Always at FIRSTCOIN, right, with optimization and things like that. So a couple of good team pictures here, and I have to say that it was very nice to meet a lot of you that we've been communicating with kind of via web conference and the likes, and sometimes via email. And it was really nice to put a face to a name at these events, which is also the greatest aspect as well. I know that a lot of you took some great pictures of the event, and here are just a couple of them right now. We've got people FIRSTCOIN suit jackets, t-shirts, acceptance points. We've got people all over the place and from different walks of life. So we're going to get started here. I want to get through a few very important points, some of the structures of the event. Here are some of the photographs again, with so many people that were here. I feel that it was an extremely successful event for a lot of you. It was a great mood. We had some super performances as well by some of the artists, bands as well. And again, most of you were here visiting us from over 37 countries around the world, which was such an amazing time. So FIRSTCOIN, the Super Day competition, the results were in. A lot of you, over 440 winners in total, joined myself and Alexandru up on stage, where we awarded more than $3 million worth of FIRSTCOIN to over 440 of you winners. We also had a little bit of an auction at the end, which Mr. Truong, he painted two of those amazing portraits, which we auctioned off to two lucky participants. And all the prizes that have been awarded, over $3 million worth of those prizes, the payments have started going out. So in the last couple of days, we've already completed on some of the transactions. And in the next few days, we're going to complete the next few transactions, I guess, which are still remaining. In the event that you did not receive the transactions and the coins that were supposed to be sent over to you, please send us a message here in the support window, and then we'll rectify the issue immediately. But again, most of you have already started to receive these coins already. So we've got a couple of things that we want to go through. At the Super Day competition, again, like I said, we had over 440 winners. And again, you'll have your prizes coming to you this week. There were some issues regarding to mining, which we wanted to clarify as well. So we're going to go through those. We're going to talk a little bit about the benefits of the eco-sharing program and how it's going to enhance the value of FIRSTCOIN as well through this eco-sharing program. We've got a lot of exciting news on that. The ATMs as well, which we have coming out in the next little while, as well as the FIRSTCOIN travel portal, which you'll be able to use your FIRSTCOIN to take advantage of our travel packages as well. We have a new exchange that we're going to discuss a little bit more in detail as well as the cryptocurrency exchanges that are out there. What our planned revenue is going to be for the next few years. As we mentioned at the event, and Joseph had a good time actually explaining this, that we have an over 40-year plan that we're taking into consideration here with FIRSTCOIN. So we're doing a lot of things that'll help us grow over the next few decades. But we're going to talk a little bit about the immediate 2 to 3 year plan very shortly. We're also going to talk a little bit about the website, the new website, FIRSTCOIN project, that is going to be out as well, and what's going to be expected of the exchange rate and how it's going to increase, and some of the driving factors of that increase and what they are. So if you don't mind, I'm going to get started here. I'm sure that most of you are here with me already today. So we got this started here at 3 o'clock in the afternoon here in European time, 9 a.m. in the North America Eastern Standard Time here. And wherever you are, I'm so glad that you're here joining us. There's going to be a lot of information here for those of you that were at the event, about the event, as well as some people that didn't have the chance to come and join us at the event. But hopefully we'll see you again in 2018 at our upcoming events. We'd like to plan a few more in the coming months, in the quarters, perhaps, and one large event again at the end of the year, celebrating our anniversary as we did here now. So again, the Super Day competition results, we spoke about over 440 winners in total. So your prizes are going to be awarded in the next few days, in the coming week. So let's talk a little bit about mining program versus eco-sharing. We never really said that the mining program is going to be terminated immediately. What we had mentioned was that the mining program will be replaced by the eco-sharing. Of course, you know that the mining program, in order for it to be replaced with the eco-sharing program, which is expected to start sometime in the beginning of the new year, will definitely take some time. It will not be immediate. As you know, in order for us to be able to provide you with the same income that you are used to on the mining program, the eco-sharing program will take some time to generate that revenue. But as the revenue starts to be generated, then we will roll out the eco-sharing program, which will eventually replace the mining program. But it will not happen right away. So any of you who would like to still take advantage of the mining program, you're able to do so. As we did, a lot of new people had signed up in the last couple of days. Once they deposit their funds into the mining program, again for 183 days, the mining program will still take into consideration and be paid out the identical way as it has been up until now. So if you haven't had a chance to deposit again FIRSTCOIN into the program for 183 days, please do so now, and so that you will still be able to take advantage of the mining program before it gets replaced by the eco-sharing program, which is going to be taking place sometime in the beginning of the year. We do not have a definite date again as to when the eco-sharing program will generate as much revenue as it has for the mining program. So it's right now impossible for us to define this at the present moment. But again, once the eco-sharing will increase in the revenue, and once it gets up to the same program as the mining, then we will phase out the mining program. So we want to wait until the eco-sharing increases, and then we'll switch again in the mining program to the eco-sharing program. So you can see here that the eco-sharing can produce similar numbers that the mining program is once we turn it on. So the eco-sharing revenue will increase. It is very important for those of you who are still starting on a mining program today, last week, or even tomorrow, or the next few weeks, next few months, you will still receive the entire program. So now is a great time to start another mining program, as you will still receive all of the revenue that we have been in the mining program. So everything stays the same, again, until the eco-sharing program can produce similar numbers that the mining program has been producing up until now. So we're going to talk a little bit now about the benefits of the eco-sharing and its market value enhancing effect. So FIRSTCOIN's market judgment is currently mixed. We have a lot of various comments. We have different websites as well that are out there. Let's see what's going to happen after we launch our green projects that Joseph was mentioning a little earlier at the Super Day event, and how the eco-sharing program will take place. The new green divisions have already been launched in Colombia as well as in Romania, and the first tree plantations in the eco-sharing program have already started. The expansion of these territories are increasing constantly from month to month. So please stay tuned. We have all the websites up and running as well. We distributed those websites to you at the Super Day competition. So if you need any more clarifications, we'll have all that up here on FIRSTCOIN Project's website. So through the eco-sharing program, the FIRSTCOIN community will become one of the largest green projects in the world. We are doing this right now on 3 continents around the globe. Our first launch is the plantation that you saw in the presentation in Colombia, which is in South America. The next one will take place in Malaysia, which is located here in Asia. And also right now we have launched the project in Romania, which is here in Europe, Eastern Europe. And these giant green projects are being launched, in which FIRSTCOIN is heavily participating in the expansion. More than 20,000 hectares of land alone has been cultivated on, with 10 million fast-growing trees, and of course increasing month to month as we progress. So according to our 40-year plan that we discussed at the Super Day competition in Phuket, we've developed a green project participant with over 10,000 growing trees, as we mentioned, and other useful plants that are being planted on in more than 20,000 hectares. In some of these areas, they are already growing, and the current project value is over $1 billion US. So this is definitely what is going to help increase and sustain the FIRSTCOIN price. So what can be expected once the green division gets underway? Since real and tangible not just online projects are being placed under the FIRSTCOIN project, the likelihood that the FIRSTCOIN price will likely stabilize and contribute to a more significant price increase from this point moving forward. So you will no longer have to argue the true value behind the FIRSTCOIN project when someone says, well, I understand, but it's just like any other coin out there and there's nothing really behind it. You could definitely show them that there is this $1 billion project behind. So if there's something that's worth $1 billion here in this project behind something like FIRSTCOIN, then the value of FIRSTCOIN cannot be less than this. I'm sure you agree with me. But based on the current market price of FIRSTCOIN, the market capitalization is approximately $300 million. So once the market becomes aware of FIRSTCOIN's green initiatives, more and more people are going to start to get on board, as it's not going to be difficult to calculate in a very short period of time that there is a minimum of 300% potential currently in this coin. So again, at the Super Day event, we explained in pretty much great detail, and there's also more details to follow, that we expect that our target price of FIRSTCOIN is going to be between $300 and $500 in the coming year. And the green division, which we just talked about a little bit right now, is definitely what is the strong supporter in this, and it's what's going to aid in the increase in the price of FIRSTCOIN. So remember, please, that this is a 40-year plan. It's not going to happen overnight. But the biggest challenge that any of you are going to face as you're building your network, we have now overcome. The biggest challenge so far is always to be able to find a strong, long-term project that is here to stay in the long run and also help bring value to it. So you don't have to go and look for a new cryptocurrency company in the next 2 to 3 years. You're very safe here with FIRSTCOIN, and this is definitely what is going to help us increase and gain towards that $300 and $500 price. So remember, we already talked a little bit about the mining and how the mining right now is still a big driving factor in the increase in the FIRSTCOIN price. So you're still able to put FIRSTCOINs into the system for 183 days. And now we've showed you exactly how the FIRSTCOIN price is being supported by more than 20,000 hectares of land right now in Colombia, South America. We'll have all the websites and everything ready for you to view. Also in Malaysia and in Romania as well. So again, this is one of the largest green projects right now going on, and this is definitely what is helping increase in the FIRSTCOIN price. So the next piece of news and information that we're going to talk about a little bit is, of course, the ATMs. We have now received final approvals and passed the first tests on all the ATMs that we have here, and we will roll out each and every country one by one, keeping in mind that the ATMs require specific regulations and specific laws that need to be abided by in each and every respective country. So it's not going to happen overnight. And as we overcome each of those regulations and everything is put in place, then we could deliver the ATMs in each and every region. So please stay tuned as we're going to explain to you and tell you where those ATMs will be installed, where they will be rolled out, which country will be the first. We believe that right now the regulations in Europe are a little bit easier as it is in North America. So in Josip's home country of Croatia, where he has done a lot of work towards getting those ATMs approved, will most likely be the first location that we will launch the ATM, followed by several other European countries to follow once the approvals are in place. So we talk a little bit about the ATMs. I will be able to upload a video. Some of you have even seen Alexandru introduce the ATM a while ago. We'll put all those videos online, and you'll be able to pass them out and send them to some of your participants and partners within the business so that they can see exactly how they look, how they operate, and again, where they will be placed. The next thing that we're going to discuss a little bit about is the FIRSTCOIN travel program and site, which again we launched with Joseph on December 2nd in Phuket. We talked a little bit about the company that we're creating a travel solution so that you'll be able to utilize your FIRSTCOIN to purchase travel and accommodations. We are right now partnering with major international travel organizations that will encompass the globe with this site. It's already taking place, so we've created the website and the contracts are actually in place as we speak. So we're currently working on linking the travel system to the FIRSTCOIN Club, because currently the FIRSTCOIN travel site can only be used by booking travel using regular fiat money, so US dollars or euros. And once the link is complete and the payment processing is tested, we will link the two together, and then you'll be able to purchase all this travel using FIRSTCOIN. So in January, you'll be able to travel at a discounted rate using the FIRSTCOIN travel site, as well as March, you'll be able to use your FIRSTCOINs to purchase those specific travel itineraries. So we'll be able to go through the site in greater detail once we launch it here in January. And again, up until we link the FIRSTCOIN exchange to the FIRSTCOIN travel site, you'll be able to book your travel using regular fiat money, again using US dollars or euros. So payment with FIRSTCOIN will start once the full test period is over. The interface right now will only be available to about 20,000 members during this test period, so that we could test the system properly. These details will be explained in the next few weeks, so please stay tuned as to those 20,000 members and who they will be. You'll be able to use the travel site to see and book exactly the travel within specific markets and regions. The interface that we're using, of course, is going to offer competitive prices, and often at times it will be better than regular travel sites, thanks to the special platform that we're using. So again, the FIRSTCOIN travel site is going to be available now here in January using regular fiat money in US dollars or euros, and come March, once we link the payment processing system together, then you'll be able to use your FIRSTCOINs. And until then, we'll test the system here with about 20,000 members, and we're going to explain to you in the coming weeks who those 20,000 members are and how you'll be able to use them, and exactly when you'll be able to use it to book tickets. We also discussed a little bit about a new exchange. The new exchange that will be listed as with FIRSTCOIN. The documentation currently is being submitted as we speak, so please be patient. It's going to be ready very, very soon. Hopefully we could complete everything with this new exchange here now in December, or at the very latest by January, so that we can reach more traders, more users, and gain many more traffic, extra traffic, as well as create a better presence on the marketplace. As well, this will also aid in the higher exchange rate, which we've been all waiting for. So specific announcements will be out soon as to the launch and the synchronization with FIRSTCOIN on the new exchange. So once we have that in place, we will actually let you know as well. Which brings me to the next cryptocurrency exchange, which is FullCoin. What this is going to do is it's going to give users and people holding FIRSTCOIN easier access to acquire FIRSTCOINs. Currently, it's a little bit of a hassle when you have to go through depositing some funds into an exchange and then transferring the exchange to Bitcoin, and then buying your Bitcoins, and then purchasing your FIRSTCOINs using Bitcoin. So the software has already been tested and developed. The bank accounts currently are being set up within various countries, and agreements as well with the exchanges have to be linked together with FullCoin. So once that's in place, we should be completed this again in January, and this will also help you facilitate easier access to your FIRSTCOINs, as well as being able to access your funds. I know that there's a lot of internal trading going on with many of you. As you're signing up your partners, you're just using some of your FIRSTCOIN to transfer to the other participants, which is great. However, what that does is it doesn't increase the FIRSTCOIN price, as you are just trading everything internally. So we ask you, as whenever you can, to be able to use the exchanges for FIRSTCOIN, because what that does also is it helps increasing the price, of course, as you know. So what we have here, we talked a little bit about the exchange. We talked a little bit about the ATMs, the travel program as well, and now we want to get into a little bit so that you'll understand what the income expectations are moving forward, what our planned revenue is for the following years. As you know, we have a larger broad plan of 40 years that we'd like to build upon, but it's very important what happens in the next 2 to 3 years, of course, within the mining program, within the ATMs, within the exchange. Of course, the exchange rate increases, as well as we're adding many more eco-sharing partners. Now, I remember being down there in Phuket, and Martin, the webinator, he went in to buy his suit, and immediately the gentleman at the custom suit place, he inquired, of course, about FIRSTCOIN and what it is and how he can get involved, and immediately Martin had signed him up and actually paid for his suit purchase using FIRSTCOIN, which was an amazing thing. So more and more of these eco-sharing partners are going to join us in the next couple of years. I met with some of you at the event, which you mentioned that you'll be able to purchase, or you can actually purchase right now, real estate using FIRSTCOIN. In Asia right now, you'll be able to use your FIRSTCOIN to buy real estate. I know that in Italy, a lot of locations are accepting FIRSTCOIN as payment for services and products in particular stores. I know that in Europe as well, throughout Europe, you're able to use FIRSTCOIN to purchase many things. And again, in the next couple of years, we are increasing these eco-sharing partners so that we can increase the rewards in the eco-sharing program, so it will ultimately end up taking over the mining program, which you're currently used to right now. So again, after about 2 to 3 years, of course, the 20,000 hectares of plantation that we've been planting right now are starting to produce they're going to start producing actually higher rewards through the Equal Sharing Partner Program as well. So please stay tuned for that and more details as well. Your FIRSTCOINproject.com is going to be launched as well, the new website. So far, we were able to give you a little bit of a sneak preview of the FIRSTCOINproject.com's website, but most of you have not had a chance to take a look at it yet. It's chock full of information. It is a very dynamic website which you'll be able to use to send to people. You'll be able to use this for presentations. You'll be able to get a lot of information about our projects, our rates, of course our market capitalization, as well as some of the turnover and how you'll be able to benefit. So it definitely helps you sell the FIRSTCOIN project a little bit better with its new bold design, as the bold design reflects the quality of our business that we are involved in. So please take a look at FIRSTCOINproject.com and see the new website, get more information about all the projects, everything that's happening. I know that a lot of you have registered individual FIRSTCOIN websites, which is great. We'd love to see the initiative that individuals have taken to increase the awareness of FIRSTCOIN. They're using social media platforms, they're using Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all kinds of social media to increase the awareness of FIRSTCOIN, as well as utilizing those individual websites to generate traffic as well as help other people. I met with one young lady in particular who is helping people in the adult entertainment industry be able to provide an alternative to themselves, as so many people are involved in the adult entertainment industry, how they can be able to generate much more revenue by utilizing FIRSTCOIN, by presenting FIRSTCOIN to their people that are involved in the business, as well as being able to ultimately get out of that business if they choose to, by replacing it with something so much better. And don't forget, you know, when you're helping people such as this, it really comes back to us, because the most important thing is, and the reason why we launched FIRSTCOIN is not just to kind of build up another cryptocurrency, but also to help the environment. Many of you saw the presentation. George had a pretty strong message in regards to his desire to want to help individuals, and that's passed down through FIRSTCOIN as well. And I know that most of you that I met are so passionate about FIRSTCOIN. They're passionate about the projects, but most of all, they're passionate about helping individuals. And this is definitely, much like other cryptocurrencies out there in the market, FIRSTCOIN is definitely helping other people who may not necessarily have access to funds, transferring funds, and even income. This is definitely helping people generate revenue. It's helping people do good for the environment, for themselves, as well as helping, of course, the FIRSTCOIN project along, and just doing everything here all at once. So I congratulate all of you. Most of you who I met in person. I wasn't able to greet everybody, but I know that you've all seen me up on stage, and also our other partners, our CEO Josip, Andrash, who's the head of IT as well, who's been doing an amazing job with regards to the infrastructure and support in the back end. So let's talk a little bit about what's to be expected of the exchange rate. Some price predictions. I don't have a crystal ball in front of me, unfortunately, But I know that by launching these projects that we just discussed, the acreage of the plantations, as well as so many of the other eco-sharing partner programs that we haven't even mentioned yet, the pricing will definitely increase. So what's to be expected of this exchange rate? Please don't forget that only 800 of you took part in the Super Day competition. Some of the information didn't quite penetrate to everyone else just yet. There are over 180,000 participants in FIRSTCOIN. So just a fraction of you were able to come to the Super Day competition. So I hope that this information will help you provide more and more information to those individuals that were at the event or that were not able to make the event. So please, some of this information may not have penetrated everyone just yet, but I'm hoping that it will. Some of the projects were revealed at the Super Day competition, which are aiding in the increase of the value of FIRSTCOIN, and also which helped show everyone how we're all going to be able to benefit from it. The most important thing is that we keep the mining program going, and this is what keeps producing for everyone else up until today. Nothing has changed within the mining program. The mining program is still the cause of most of the increase in the exchange rate. So the real economic background is what is changing the market position and the perception of the FIRSTCOIN market. And this is definitely what's increasing and triggering the increasing in the exchange rate, which is most likely to hit $50 in the next 6 months. So again, the eco-sharing partner programs, all of the website that information that's out there, the travel portal as well, this is all definitely going to aid in the price increase. So please be aware that it may take a little bit of time, of course, but we have a long-term goal. We've kind of explained to you the next 2 to 3 years what's happening with the mining program, the ATMs, the exchange, how this exchange is going to help the exchange rate increase as well as adding many more of the eco-sharing partner programs to the mix. So this is all aiding in the increase. We have definitely carved out a long-term goal within FIRSTCOIN. We're not looking for gains, we're all looking for long-term gains. And because we're all working together, we're all helping increase in the exchange rate. So with the new exchange coming, the ATMs that are being rolled out, as well as the mining program, you can see that in the next 2 to 3 years, we have an immediate opportunity for growth. And over the next decade and decades to come, we definitely have gone the extra mile with our plantations. This is something that you can go to, touch, feel, see. It's not something that we just talk about. You're more than welcome to go to the plantations either in Colombia or even in Romania right now and watch everything and see exactly how it's starting to unfold. So you can see that we are definitely thinking long-term with this project, as well as many of the other projects that are to come. So please stay tuned for more information. As more information becomes readily available, we're going to, over the next few weeks and a few months, individually create newsletters that are going to go out for everything that we discussed today: the mining, the benefits of the eco-sharing program, and why its market value is increasing. We're going to send newsletters out about the ATMs as the ATM gets rolled out. You'll be able to see exactly where those ATMs are going to be installed, so that you can actually use those ATMs. Again, we're going to send out a specific newsletter with regards to the FIRSTCOIN travel program as well. So again, you'll be able to book your travel after March using your FIRSTCOINs, and up until March regularly using US dollars or euros. As well, we're going to have a newsletter coming out about the exchange, which we're being launched, FULLCOIN as it's called, the cryptocurrency exchange, as well as individually breaking down the planned revenues for the next couple of years, and again, the next decades to come. Again, in summary, we have the most important information that we talked about today. Again, the Super Day event was an amazing time. We had great people come up on stage and join me, and I had the pleasure of meeting all of you in person. Again, the competition prizes have started to be awarded. As we had mentioned, after December 6th, we will start to launch all of the competition prizes and transferring the funds to each individual participant and winner. Over 440 of you had participated and received prizes. Some of those prizes, of course, totaled over $3 million, which we awarded to 440 of you winners. So the mining program, of course, still remains until the eco-sharing program reaches a similar level as the mining program. All of you who have currently started a new mining program in the last few weeks or in the coming weeks moving forward, you will be completed until the end, which is the 183-day cycle. If in 3 months from now you start another mining program with a 183-day cycle, of course, you will still be honored up until the end. So keep going with the mining program, 183 days. So all of you who have purchased mining programs right now, you will be awarded all the way till the end. So the eco-sharing green divisions, we discussed a little bit. We have a 40-year plan with regards to those green initiatives that we had set out. Don't forget, not only is the plantations that we're currently rolling out right now, growing trees and whatnot, it's also helping the environment by providing fresh air on such a large area at 20,000. This is almost the size of a country here in Europe called Bulgaria. That is the size of the plantation that we have right now in Colombia, in South America. So again, this is a 40-year plan. We're not looking to do this here for a year or two and then stop it. We're continuing, and as we can able to purchase more and more land, we are rolling out more and more of these plantations. Again, we talked about the ATMs. The ATMs were going to be launched. Our first ATM will be installed here in Europe, in Croatia. And once the regulation happens with each individual country, you'll be able to see them roll out in those locations. And again, the newsletters that we're going to be sending out to everybody, checking the emails. Each individual country, once it gets launched, you'll be able to see that. We'll ultimately put this up on the FIRSTCOIN project's website, of course, where you'll be able to see the ATMs. Currently, you can see ATM radars, where the Bitcoin ATMs are going to be, and soon we're very proud to say that we're going to have FIRSTCOIN ATMs as well, readily available on that ATM radar. Again, our travel program, which we discussed in great detail, which we're launching here now in January to about 20,000 of you members, so that we can test properly the entire travel program. Again, currently using regular US dollars or euros to purchase those travel itineraries, using regular fiat money, and then in March launching with FIRSTCOIN. We of course discussed the new exchange, the cryptocurrency exchange of FULLCOIN. So planned revenues in the following years are going to increase because of the things that we have discussed today. Again, we scheduled our plan for the next 2 to 3 years in the immediate return, but in the next 2 to 3 years, again, we're going to continue with the mining program, the ATM, the exchange rate increases, adding more and more eco-sharing partner programs to FIRSTCOIN project. And once we've hit our 3 years and the trees, of course, will start producing high rewards through the eco-sharing program that we'll all be able to benefit from. The new website, the exchange rate as well. So there's so much out there right now that we're working on in the FIRSTCOIN project. So please stay tuned, stay with us. And again, if you're going to, I know that most of you today are going to launch another eco-sharing program. Please tell your partners as well that you'll be able to launch new eco-sharing programs right now. So once you purchase your first coins, you'll be able to deposit them into the club for 183 days as you've been used to up until now. And again, for 83 days, you'll be honored the program for the mining. So I want to thank all of you who came out. Again, about 800 of you who came out to the Super Day competition. Next year, we're anticipating not only 800 people, but over 1,000, 2,000, maybe even 3,000 people. So we're currently looking for large venues to be able to hold this many people. And so we'll have, again, another Super Day competition, I'd imagine, where not only 440 of you will be coming up onto the stage to claim your prizes. I'm sure that there will be a few thousand of you coming up on stage to claim those prizes that you worked so hard for within the FIRSTCOIN Club. So again, in summary, our plan and our goal is a long-term goal. We're planning for the next few decades, not the few months. It's very important, as most of you, when we got to meet in person, you were able to see that we are definitely dedicated to helping individuals grow. We're definitely looking for long-term as well. You met all the people here in the company. The video will be available online along with some photos of the Super Day competition, so you'll be able to share that with the people in the next couple of weeks. So again, I want to thank you for joining me today on this webinar. I hope that you received a lot of useful information, which will be available on our website, FIRSTCOIN Project, and so that you'll be able to see again and spread the word to all the other people, all the other individuals as well, so everybody will be able to get the same information. And I hope to see more and more of you in the next Super Day competition, which we don't know where it's going to be yet, but it's going to be definitely in a larger venue, perhaps in Thailand again, perhaps somewhere else. But please stay tuned. I know that we have a couple of webinars coming up today in a few different languages, and I look forward to seeing all of you again. Remember, if you have any issues, please send a message through the support window. We will try to get back to them as soon as possible. I know that I've addressed some of your issues at the Super Day competition, and we're working on them, and we'll have answers to you very, very soon. So stay tuned to the next webinar, again, which will be next week on Monday at 7 p.m. in Eastern Europe time, 1 p.m. North America as well. So please stay tuned for the next webinar. Thank you again for joining us. Have a great day, everyone.